Bismillah. Hi, I'm Inji Foda from Data Science in Action, the publication on Substack. And for today's article, instead of writing an article, I'm just going to record for you a tutorial to help you understand how to use the Notebook LM and also to answer my daughter's question. My daughter is Arij Omar. She's freshman at NYU, Electrical and Computer Engineering. And she asked me on the chat how that she wants a tutorial about Python pandas. And actually, I authored last year this book, Learn Data Science Using Python with Uppress Springer Nature, and it is a bestseller book. So I'm going, instead of preparing uh, manually slides for her and tutorial for her, I'm going just to upload the chapter of the pandas and the getting started chapter, which is chapter 2 in this book, to Notebook LM, and let's explore together actually all the resources that Notebook LM can generate for us. So let me share my screen. And let me hide the floating. Okay, so we first start with, you can Google Notebook LM and we can try it. And here I'm going to create a new notebook. And the first thing that you're going to get is a pop-up asking you to upload your sources. And this can be any type of files, PDF files, documents, Excel sheets. As you see here, it's specifying the supported file types: PDF, text, Markdown, audio, docs, PMP, images, whatever. And also you can use any of these files uploaded on your Google Drive or websites or YouTube videos or even copy and paste text. If you don't have any sources, that's fine as well. You can just click on this X and let me show it to you. And you can use searching the web for new sources. You just enter your prompt and the Notebook LM will find for you the top relevant sources. And you can have it, as you see here, by fast research or deep research, in-depth report and results. And you can select from the results that you are seeing which one you would like to include or notebook to include as its knowledge base and which one to exclude. But in my case, I'm just going to click on add sources, upload sources, and instead of that, I'm just going to drag and drop. So I have the file as doc file. And I always recommend that you change the title of the notebook. So here I'm going to call it Python Pandas. So you don't have tens of notebooks. All of them are having the same name as untitled. Or the notebook LM is actually going to generate a title for your notebook, but it is always better that you specify it yourself. So as you see here, um, it will analyze the text quickly, and here I don't have except this source. I can also include here tutorial on Python pandas just to show it to you the web feature. It will research for the websites and I chose the fast research. And as you see here, it selected 10 sources, and you can select whether you import them or not. And if you click import, you can select whether you would like to include all the sources or not. I'm not going to include all the sources. Actually, I'm going to include only my book's chapter. So I'm going to remove these sources. I just wanted to show it to you. And here one of the sources, invalid URL. Please check the URL and try again. So it is excluded by default. Okay. As you see here, when I first uploaded my document file. The Notebook LM just made a brief intro as a summary for the source that we uploaded. So here it says this text serves as a foundational guide for individuals starting their journey with Python programming and data science. It begins by outlining installation methods, highlighting the Anaconda distribution and various cloud-based platforms for running code. The source detailed the mechanics of Jupyter Notebooks, explaining how to manage cells, format text with Markdown, and execute scripts. A significant portion of the material is dedicated to data types and typecasting, categorizing values into scalar, container, advanced groups. Finally, it introduces Pandas and NumPy as essential libraries for structured data manipulation and high-performance numerical computing. Of course, throughout the whole chapter, we are extensively using the Pandas and NumPy. So I'm always explaining every concept in every chapter with examples and hands-on, step by step with the screenshots, tutorials, so everybody can follow it, and it is very easy actually to follow. So right now you can, as you see here, the studio output right now is blank. Let me show you the studio, all the options that we have here in the studio. So what I'm going to generate the slide deck, because this takes some time. So I'm just going to click on it, and I don't see. So from a doc file, create a slide deck. And as you see here, it made the slides. How it should be laid. So you can copy and paste actually the text of these slides into a PowerPoint presentation. And I can also generate an infographic from here. Oh, you have reached your daily slides limit. Come back later. Because I created multiple slides today. It's okay. I can generate video overview. So as you see here, there are many things that you can generate actually. And here from the reports, these are the default reports that you are always going to receive. Create your own briefing doc, study guide, blog post, and upon the source that you are uploading, whether it is a link or website or video or a document file or PDF, it is going to give you suggested formats. So the suggested formats change from time to time. So you'll find here, for example, it is giving onboarding manual, technical white paper, concept explainer, and step-by-step tutorial. So this would be an easy tutorial. Already, actually, the chapter is all tutorials. So I'm not going to, I can create a blog post. Why not? Let's try that. And for the audio overview, so I like from the resources that the Notebook LM Studio actually generates, that it respects all types of learning. So if you are a visual learner, you can generate a video, or you generate infographic or slide deck or whatever. And if you prefer listening to your material, you can generate the audio. The audio is more like a podcast where you actually there are two people and they are discussing the concept. So sometimes it is one of them is asking question and the other is answering, or one of them is explaining the concept and the other is elaborating on it by giving more examples, things like that. So it is more like a conversation between two people, as if they are studying together and dissecting the concept. So it is also nice. Let me check here for the infographic. So your Python data science toolkit, Pandas versus NumPy, and we will have here half for Pandas, half for NumPy. This is the data organizer. This is the number cruncher, a supercharged version of Excel within Python, a powerful library for easy data manipulation and analysis of structured data, built on two key concepts, data frames and series. And in the book, actually, I explain the difference between the data frame and the series. It is more like the data frame is more like a table, while the series is one D column. And why use it? Easy data handling and versatility, simplifies loading, cleaning, and exploring diverse data sets like numbers, text, and dates. While for the NumPy, the number cruncher, the foundational library for numerical computing, it is always for matrix. Yes, as you see here, it is the n-dimensional array or the matrices, and it is crunching the numbers. So why use it? Performance and efficiency. Its operations are very fast, making it ideal for large-scale computations. And in other words, and in other sections of the book, actually, I explain that Pandas, this is how we understand the data, while NumPy, this is how the computer understands the data. So it is always faster to have your data converted or typecasted from Pandas to NumPy. Um, Let me see another. So here, this is a blog post. You can start coding 4 simple Python concepts that will change how you learn data science. The first concept is you can start coding in 60 seconds, no installation required. Uh, yes, you can do that actually by using the web cloud solutions that has Python like Kaggle, Google Colab, Replit, Stringit. There are plenty as you see here, and Solr. Um, and the second concept is there is a simpler way to think about data types. The third one is think of Pandas as supercharged Excel. The last concept is why you need both Pandas and NumPy for humans versus for machines. Yes. So it is actually a nice report, nice blog. And you can also generate a mind map, flashcards, quiz. Oh, the mind map was very fast. So let's see here. I like the mind map. Let me zoom out so I can get everything. So as you see here, Python for data analysis getting started. This is the title of the chapter. And as you see here, has the installation and access, Jupyter Notebook interface, data types, typecasting, and core libraries. And when you click on the arrow, it expands for more levels. So for the installation, we have 2 types of installation, local or cloud. And here, this is the local Anaconda or the Python Jupyter. For the Anaconda, be careful if you are not using it for personal purposes. Right now, the Anaconda, I think from last year, it changed its policy and it is not free anymore. For commercial purposes, you have to subscribe. So if you are using it for your company, be careful with that. And for the cloud playgrounds, as you see here, these are the examples. Jupyter Notebook interface. We have the cell types and the operations. Cell types, the code cells or the markdown. The code cells, this is inside the Jupyter Notebook. This is the 2 types of the cells that you have, where one can type the cells and you can click on play. So the interpreter of the Python can check your code for syntax errors and logic errors and run it if it runs correctly. And the markdown, it is for text, so you can explain. So you'll have in your notebook actually the code and the explanation and the communication of everything that you are generating. And this is really a very nice paradigm and that you have the code, you have the output of the code, and you can explain it all after each other without having multiple or using multiple platforms to do that. This is for the operations. So this is the running the cell. You can do it by clicking on the play icon beside the cell, or by shift return, delete cells, add move cells. These are the data types: scalar, container, and advanced types. The scalar like integer, float, string, boolean, complex. The container types like list, tuple, dictionary, set, frozen set. And in the book, actually, we explain all of these in full details and how to make typecasting between them and the different operations that you can perform on each type. So it is more details. And for the advanced types, like the Pandas data frame or Pandas series or the NumPy n-dimensional array. And here, oh, I skipped the typecasting, I'm sorry. So here, this is how to switch between the different types. And these are the core libraries, the Pandas and the NumPy. Here, data manipulation, human readable tables, key concepts, series, and data frame operations. We give examples on each one of these, how to inspect it, filter it, handle the missing data, and so on. And throughout the book, we use the Pandas and NumPy a lot and have a lot of hands-on exercises. For the NumPy, we discussed the numerical computing, high-performance C-based array and matrix operations like the reshaping, slicing, and the math functions. So I like actually the mind map. You can download it from here as well. So it will be like PNG expanded. So you can zoom in and zoom out to read all of it. Now let me go back to the studio. I have the flashcards. Okay, awesome. So you'll find here what's Anaconda, and you can click to see the answer. So it gets the main concepts, and you can change, of course, these. And as you see here in the flashcards, we have 53 cards. Wow, this is a lot. And also for the quiz, as you see here, it generated 10 questions. So if anyone is teaching any topic, not just programming, any topic, you can use actually the Notebook LM to help you to generate a lot of resources, and it can save you a lot of time, and at least it gives you inspirations and ideas. So it is someone else, as if it is someone else preparing the content with you. What else here? It's still generating the video and audio. And we already explored the infographic and the blog post. By the way, as you see here, whenever you are going to share, I'm going to share with you this notebook. So let me share it here. Anyone with the link? So when I share the notebook with anybody, the sources will be shared, which is here on the left panel, and also whatever the studio generated on the right panel. However, the chat is always private. So to make the chat shared with anybody, you can click on Save to Note. So when you click on Save to Note, as you see here, it generated the Python fundamentals. If I want, scroll down and share the slides that it generated before, I can also click on Save to Note. And as you see here, both of them will be shared with you so you can access them. But the chat is by default private and you cannot share them. Now I see the audio is done. Perfect. Let's hear it.
Okay, picture this. You have finally decided to build that high-speed race car you've been dreaming about. You have the blueprints for the engine, you have the enthusiasm, you're ready to get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
You walk into your garage, you flip on the light switch, and nothing.
It's empty.
Completely empty. No workbench, no wrench. You don't even know where the power outlets are.
That is the perfect nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
But it is exactly what it feels like for almost everyone trying to get into data science on day one.
It really is paralyzing. You read these incredible articles about artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networks, these huge, sexy concepts.
Yeah.
But nobody ever sits you down and explains how to actually set up the shop so you can start working.
We tend to skip straight to the racing part. without ever building the engine or even the garage to build the engine in. That is why today's deep dive is so critical.
Right.
We are taking a foundational look at Chapter 2 of our source material. And I know Chapter 2 sounds like the boring part where you read the safety manual.
But in this case, the safety manual is the only thing preventing your computer from melting down later.
So as you see here, it is just like a podcast or a chat, conversation between two people. And let me scroll to the end for the pandas.
Found in memory to find each item.
Okay.
NumPy arrays are contiguous. They are stored in one solid block of memory.
And the source mentions it's written in C.
Yes, C is a lower level language. It's closer to the hardware. So when you run a NumPy command, you are bypassing a lot of the Python overhead and talking almost directly to the processor.
But to get that speed, there's a trade-off. There's always a catch.
The catch is uniformity. In a Python list or a Pandas column, you can have a number, then a word, then a date. It's flexible.
Right.
In a NumPy array, every single item must be the same type.
So if I have an array of integers, I can't sneak a word in there.
No. If you try, NumPy will either throw an error or force everything else to become text to match it.
And
so as you see here, they are explaining a concept, and it is about 20 minutes. And if you download it, you can actually change, as you see here, the playback speed, so you can hear it faster, and you can download it as well. And I see the video is done as well, so let's check that.
All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever looked at a huge pile of data and wondered, where do I even start? Well, this is for you. We're going to build your first ever Python toolkit for data, and we're going to do it fast. This is your first hour boiled down to the absolute essentials. This is it, right? The classic problem. You've got all this data, spreadsheets, tables, you name it. It feels like it should be valuable, like there's a story hidden in there. But raw data on its own, it doesn't really do anything. It's just sitting there. You need the right tools to bring it to life. And that's exactly what we're here to do. We are going to build your data science toolkit from the ground up. The star of the show is a programming language called Python. It's powerful, it's friendly, and
let me just scroll to show you. I'm going to share everything with you. So as you see here, it is explaining the list,
ingredients,
the container types.
All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever friends, the two libraries that will do 99% of the heavy lifting for you. Let's talk about Pandas and NumPy. First up, Pandas. Honestly, the easiest way to get what Pandas does is to just think of it as a supercharged Excel spreadsheet, but one that you can control with code. It is the absolute king of handling data that's structured in rows and columns, loading data, cleaning it up.
So that's it. I don't want the video to be very long. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this fast tutorial for Notebook LM. I hope that, and for Python Pandas, I hope that you grasped one concept or two about the Pandas and the NumPy and the difference between them. And I think this AI tool is amazing for instructors and learners both. So I hope you enjoy it. Unfortunately, I couldn't show you the slide deck. It would have been nice, but it's okay. You can try it on your own. And maybe tomorrow I'll try to generate the slide deck and I can share it with the video. Okay. So that's it for today. Stop sharing. Thank you and see you again at another article at Data Science in Action. Bye. Please let me know your challenges, your issues. I can help with that. What you want me to write next. I'll be so happy. So far, I have been answering, all my articles so far are answering the readers' questions. So please don't hesitate to send me your question and I'll be so glad to do tutorials for you and to help you, give a hand. So that's it for tonight. Bye-bye and see you again.